beat go off? Hey, I up it, then my heat go off? Bang! I heard.
Shout out to the gang. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Today we gonna go into the L2 and the D-pad cheese. This is the first clip of the L2 cheese. With the center, post up, hold L2, LT's hard to get around. Then we got the D-pad cheese. You can change sense of direction almost instantly, and it's super hard to guard that, bro. Anybody that plays 2s, 3s, trying to guard that knows that it's ridiculously hard to defend. Now, there's lots of clips I could have showed y'all, but I chose these clips for a specific reason because there are a lot of friendly matches going on in the community. And this was a best of 5 series, which I did not completely watch the whole thing, but I read about it, I heard about it. Now, I heard out of a best of 5 series, this series was won 3-0 between people that are pretty good at the game, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't make no excuses for nobody losing, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is the L2 combined with the D-pad cheese is extremely hard to defend. Now, why am I showing y'all this clip of me on the 2s when I haven't played 2s in a minute? It's because I want y'all to realize something. And those couple clips made me realize something. I thought to myself, why don't I play 2s that much anymore, bro? Every year I start off 2K on the 2s, and then I go to the 3s, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's a combination of me not playing the game as much. Because when the game first comes out, I definitely grind the 2s. But the reason, subconsciously, why I stopped going to the 2s court as much is because of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like straight exploit to win at the 2s court, bruh. If you play the 2s court long enough, you probably gonna run into every kind of exploit in the game. You might even see something new. And those exploits are the reason some people have such good records at times. Because they are legitimately hard to stop. Now, of course, you know you're going to have some builds that are hard to play against. Stretch bigs, glass cleaners. But when you start implementing stretch bigs, glass cleaners, playmakers, sharpshooters, shot creators with L2 cheese and D-pad glitches, you know how much harder that makes 2s. Now, I'm not saying you can't win against it, because you can. And not everybody is as good, you know what I'm saying, even if they use it. Now, the people who aren't as good, when they use it, you can beat. But when you're playing competitive people, it makes the game way harder than it has to be. Even if you get a stop, even if you're getting stopped, stuff happens sometimes. You might miss shots, but it makes the game super ridiculous to get stops, bro. And when you can't get a stop, there's literally nothing you can do about certain things. I mean, right here, you can see me. I get screens. I was a shot creator when the game first came out. You know shot creators were very OP. It was pretty much impossible to stop shot creators when the game first came out with the fadeaways. They was knocking down everything, especially with the difficult shots Hall of Fame. And then they nerfed it. They nerfed shot creators because they were so OP, which is why these type of exploits, as far as the L2 cheese, the D-padding, must be patched. It must be stopped. Now, I'm not even going to say it must be patched this year. I'm not even going to go that far. But by 2K20, it must be out of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? There has to be more of a balance to defend people, bro. And the only reason the L2 cheese is so difficult to defend is because it's super hard to get around the player. Like, it's not natural. In a real basketball game, you can run around somebody quick. You can slip under them, around them. But in 2K, it's like they're almost a wall. You can't, it's like they just stop you in your tracks every time. They don't even give you an animation where you could run through them and foul them. That'd be one thing, you know. But they make it so hard to get around the player, you get stuck. And once you get stuck, it's hard. Your defender's going to be wide open for a shot, a layup, a dunk, a wraparound, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is the real reason this must be stopped, bro. Now, this isn't the only thing that must be fixed, but when a lot of people start learning about it, that's when it kind of messes up the game, because then everybody just starts doing it. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody starts doing it, the game comes all about who can exploit who rather than who's the better player. Because not all the time the better player wins in the game. You know, sometimes it's the matchup. Sometimes it's the mechanics of the game. Sometimes it's the exploits that can be taken advantage of in the game. Now I understand that when you play 2K, you play 2s, a lot of people are going to go and do a lot of different moves. I mean, you can learn how to stop some things. Don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work every single time, but when you playing people that's already really good at the game, and then they bring that to the table, bro, man, you going to have your hands completely full. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that sub button, y'all turn those notifications on. Until next time, man, Dinsky out.